Kick the raw. Represent everyone's you and I verse. We're gonna do a video. Moon in Pisces, Sun in Leo. This off the new album called Name of Love, unreleased. A science. I'm doing time in the name of love. Shout out Python P on the beat. No tears fall from my eyes. I'll make the song cry. I'll make the song cry. Hey yo, just kick your feet up. Listen to this, John. No tears fall from my eyes. I'll make the song cry. I'll make the song cry. I'll make the song cry. Had to show love, step up like one. Sight. When the heart is dark as this room is, so Everest. In question of what's American. Apparently, here's tender parents who time to witness. Shot the co-defendant, beats of pieces. All stolen. On stolen land, we all co-defendants. Acquire the desire to face this, I'm still gone, another outlet. I'm indefinite and decency's requisite. Put my foot in, now I'm swimming. Next up, anyone targets in my marketing. World dominate the government. If we could link up every gang, that's right. Purge like anti-Christ. And that's the kind of lines I write. I carry the Bible to the witch trials. Find another son of in denial. Now that I got my footing, young accumulated face, another quarter bag of haze. I bought a double casket, we can lie and die together. Reminisce when ignorance kiss was bliss. Now all we got is a cease and desist. LostJobs.com. What? Robots next gonna Wall Street up. Haha. No tears. No tears. No tears fall from my eyes. I'll make the song cry. I'll make the song cry. No tears. No tears fall from my eyes. I'll make the song cry. I'll make the song cry. Still under the spell. Deep low frequency cells. Point and spraying. Loud like chemicals. Like we all fools. They just tighten the noose. Word today. They just hit us hard with the cable. Acting Cain and Abel, it's just a fairy tale. Scrutinized like Moses, who ate Achilles' prophet. I heal the prophets. Silence is defining solar system, Tesla evangelistic. Palm reads through the seasons. Sounds misogynistic, my hieroglyphic encrypted. No tears fall from my eyes. I'll make the song cry. Now, all we screaming is cold grip, working for the master change the narrative. What? All she wants is careless and stunt on her friends like grist. I know ya. Ain't got stacks like this. Till the brother pull up a piece off the hip. Now you know drop like New York. Slaves. Reality. Everything all there is to me. I feel the executed in the flesh. What you see? Another spirit channeling. Full moon new. What? Who knew Mr. Powers like you too? Apple don't fall from. Fall like new. See through the tongue. Subjective. In time. Name of love. Water to wine. I redefine. Name of love. In time. In the name of love. Can I hear that back? But yeah, we go get into it. The moon in Pisces, the sun in Leo. And with that being said, it's the dreams of a vision. So keep in mind, the Leo season is all about the stage, how you want to enter the stage, how do you want to be seen, and things of that nature. And keep in mind, we have the moon conjuncting Saturn and Neptune, right? With the moon conjuncting Saturn and Neptune, it's essentially emotional delusion and restriction. And with that being said, moving forward, we also have the moon sextile in Uranus, right? Being in Taurus, you know what I'm saying? And with all that being said, seeing the opportunity to emotionalize individuality. So essentially the emotions are going to be that Pisces energy, right? And the dreams of that individuality. Then moving forward, we also have the moon squaring Mars and Jupiter, right? So with this being said, we're going to be learning to communicate a passion and I'm saying experience. I'm saying based on
Mars is the passion, and the experience being Jupiter. So, with all this being said as well, we also have the moon in conjuncting Mercury, Venus, and Lilith, right? With Mercury being in Leo, and the Venus also being in Leo. And with that being said, we also have Lilith being in Libra, right? So essentially, the way I'm breaking down the moon in conjuncting Mercury, which is at a 150-degree angle, is misunderstanding emotions that one may think about, that one thinks about a vision. So essentially, we're having these emotions that we're dreaming about and things like that. And these in this space, moon being in Pisces, it's like those dreamlike or delusional emotions and things of that nature. And based on Mercury being in Leo, it's like thinking about our focus and things of that nature. So you may misunderstand those dreamlike emotions are, you know what I'm saying, giving you kind of that misunderstanding based on the vision that you're thinking about. And shout out to Give Me Liberty. You say you a Scorpio and things of that nature. Respect, you know what I'm saying? I got my Venus in Scorpio, so I can comprehend where you're coming from a little bit and things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? Scorpio being that internal passion. Scorpio is at home in Mars. So essentially, based on it being a Tuesday, it's a Martian day and things of that nature. So you probably having a good day and things of that nature. Most likely, you know what I'm saying? Transformative circumstances going on Mars day. Ant life, you say Leo, you know what I'm saying? So happy flight day, happy birthday, you know what I'm saying? And then the homie, the monolith said you were Sagittarius. You know what I'm saying? We'd be doing magic just on the outward scene and things of that nature. We don't really be caring who see through the magic, but we'd be doing it. You know what I'm saying? Scorpio is kind of more behind the scenes. They like to, you know what I'm saying, sting you when you're not looking at things of that nature. Leo just go ahead and be themselves. So, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to you having your birthday and things of that nature. Um, with that being said, you know what I'm saying? We got a little trolley, you know what I'm saying? A little troll. You know what I'm saying? Talk about the am I lit? You know what I'm saying? Nah, I'm high off life. You feel me? Yeah, we can go ahead and say that. But no, I'm about sober as a judge. You feel me? And with this being said, I'm saying I'm gonna go ahead and break down the moon in conjuncting Venus, which is misunderstanding dreamy emotions based on a valued vision and things of that nature. So, like essentially, Venus being values and Leo being the vision. So you may misunderstand that, you know what I'm saying, these emotions that you're dealing with at this point in time. Um, I'll be reading the comments a little bit too much. You know what I'm saying? Misunderstanding those dreamy emotions you may misunderstand that thing. You know what I'm saying, what you got going on based on the vision that you got going on and things of that nature. Leo being that narcissist energy, kind of like that. You know what I'm saying? You may misunderstand that these Pisces energy is like you got to adapt and things of that nature. So, emotions that one relates can also be embarrassing based on the moon in conjuncting Lilith, right? And at 150-degree angle, at this point in time, is I'm saying, like I say, with Lilith, it's all about relating and being in a circumstance situation where you want to create balance and that nature. Whenever you're trying to create balance, it might be in a space that you actually are in your darkest moment, so to speak. So yeah, moving forward, we're gonna go ahead and break down all the rising signs. Yeah, people be saying wild stuff. You know what I'm saying? People be saying wild numbers and wild things. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if I could block this fool or not. Yeah, so we gonna go ahead and block this fool. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, there we go. You got trolleys on this thing. You know what I'm saying? And that ain't no problem. I don't got no issues with no troll. You just go ahead and give me some watch time and go ahead and give me more viewers. I don't got no issues with y'all because at the end of the day, like if this is what gets you excited, getting on an astrologer's page and talking crazy, and that's your thing. You know what I'm saying? Your mama probably don't even love you. You know what I'm saying? Your mama probably sitting at home like, oh, my child is just lost and they have nothing better to do but get on the internet and talk crazy about people they don't even know. Yeah. Like you would never say none of this stuff to my face, you know what I'm saying? Because you be getting met with some things. I'll just keep it a buck with you. You know what I'm saying? Nobody would be walking to my door and saying some of the things that y'all say. So yeah, just go ahead and keep that in mind. These individuals got no life. So with all that being said, if you're not finna walk up to my door and say these things, then I would recommend you don't even say these things. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Y'all don't know me in real life. Y'all just know me as an internet persona and things of that nature. nature. So yeah, keep that in mind. If you don't want to, you know what I'm saying, say this to my face and say things like that, you might want to keep that to yourself. Keep in mind, right now the moon is in my eighth house. You know what I'm saying? So it's all about the transformation for me and things of that nature. And you know what I'm saying? It's all love and light until you know what I'm saying, you come with some dark energy and we could get real dark real fast. I don't got no issues getting real dark real fast. You know what I'm saying? I some witchcraft on your bitch ass. You know what I'm saying? Put you in a bind, make you real upset about what you got going on, and make you not even want to get on the internet no more, and things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So with all this being said, people that got like not their real face as their emoji as their like profile picture, or like it's not even real art that they've created, and they just go ahead and grab it off the internet. They just say, hey, you know what I'm saying, do your thing. You know what I'm saying, if this is what gets your gears going, hey, cool. And with all that being said, yeah, yeah, and so hey, I'm gonna just talk my talk as much as I want. You know what I'm saying? Keep in mind, Sagittarius gonna shoot the arrows, and you're gonna have to, whoever gets hit. You know what I'm saying? That's on you. But yeah, moving forward, we're gonna go ahead and break down the rising signs, things like that. So Pisces in the Pisces rising, it's gonna Pisces rising first house. You know what I'm saying? And ascendant, that's the other thing, is going to have these personal dreams. So essentially, however you feel about your personality and your individuality at this point in time is going to be those dreams that you got going on. So do you feel comfortable with your personal life and things of that nature is what the Pisces has got going on. So your personal affairs, your individuality, and things like that. And how I like to break down the first house is either you feel comfortable with yourself, you feel uncomfortable with yourself. And let's just keep it a buck, you know what I'm saying? Maybe some of these trolls got like, you know what I'm saying, Pisces in the first house and they feel uncomfortable with themselves. So they gotta go ahead and project how they feel about themselves, you know what I'm saying, on the internet. That's how it go. Moving forward, the Aquarius rising is having the second house being in Pisces, and the second house is all about your values, a person, place, thing, or idea. So essentially, you're going to value these dreams that I'm saying the people around you are allowing you to dream about. So what I like to break down about dreams is if nobody around you is dreaming, these are the people that you need to get from around you. If these people don't have big dreams, and they don't see themselves going anywhere, then at this point in time, you want to see yourself getting away from these individuals. Because if they can't dream big, then it's going to be an issue for oneself and things like that. So essentially, the places that you go, if they don't bring you to a space that you can actually dream, then may want to shed that. And keep in mind, this is a waning process at this point in time, based on what's having that full moon. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna get into the Leo, you know what I'm saying? Leo's gonna have the eighth house in Pisces, and that's gonna be after the Virgo, and you know what I'm saying, and things like that. So we're gonna go down the list. Don't worry, you know what I'm saying? Just stay tuned, stay in tune with the movement you need to be in tune with, you feel me? But yeah, moving forward, if you want that lower octave, like I say, being that Aquarius rising, then at this point in time, you want to be around spaces that you can actually value the dreams that you can accumulate and things like that. So keep in mind that Pisces is a mutable water sign on your emotional state. So whatever emotional state you're dealing with, you're in turn be a part of that emotional state. And like keep in mind, like you are who you get from around them people. Moving forward, the Capricorn sextile to the Capricorn, which is a 60-degree angle. So seeing the opportunity to communicate a dream that this Capricorn's got going on. So either you see the opportunity in your environment to have this dream be played out, that's the higher octave. But if you're on that lower octave and these people around you aren't actually allowing you to communicate and you can't actually get your point across and they aren't benefiting you and helping your dream be accomplished at this point in time, then you need to shed this environment and be in a space that you can actually communicate things and be in a more beneficial space. So moving forward, the Sagittarius rising is having the fourth house being in Pisces, and the fourth house is all about your privacy, your home, and your heart. So essentially, the Sagittarius is having these private dreams go on and things like that. So essentially, about your dreams being Sagittarius, like I was expressing earlier, you're able to be the kind of like magician, like the Gemini, so to speak, like these certain spaces that you need to utilize that and kind of like be more private about what you got going on. Sagittarius is like ready to shoot the arrow at anybody, shoot anybody out the sky that actually isn't benefiting their dream. So at this point in time, you want to learn to be a little bit more private about your dream and what you actually want to accomplish and things like that. Moving forward, the Scorpio expression. So essentially, you're expressing the dream and feeling comfortable expressing your dream and things like that. Keep in mind, I'm breaking down the moon, so the moon's all about comfortability and I'm saying reactivity and things like that. Your response. So essentially, the Scorpio is feeling comfortable reacting, responding to the expression of their dream and things like that. If you on that lower octave, you feel uncomfortable expressing your dreams and things like that. And yeah, moving forward, like I say, this is all about the waning process. So if like you're in a space that you can't actually express oneself, you need to shed these individuals that you're around that you can't actually express, or shed this expression that you feel uncomfortable with, so to speak, being that Scorpio rising. Moving forward, Libra rising is having the sixth house being in Pisces, and the sixth house is all about routine, pattern in your work, and also your health. So essentially, it's all about the routine of a dream. So it's like, are you able to actually achieve your dream based on the routine and pattern that you're dealing with? And Libra likes to create balance, so maybe a misunderstanding to a point that you actually need to be a little bit more selfish about your dream at this point in time. So you don't actually need to relate with everybody else, and you know what I'm saying, be beneficial to others. You want to see how your dream can actually be fulfilled, so to speak, and how can you feel comfortable in your routine and pattern and things like that. So with this being said, you might want to, if you're on that lower octave, you need to shed this routine and pattern that you're actually not benefiting from, and I'm saying you're not actually achieving your dream through that routine and pattern. But like I say, if you're on that higher octave at this point in time, you need to see, okay, what could I actually add on? You know what I'm saying, when you have the new moon process and things like that, and what is something that I could actually add on to my spaceship? You know what I'm saying, and maybe you could give some more turrets or some more warships, and maybe get another cabin for like people around you that you actually want to have balance with. Maybe be in this routine and pattern of being around these individuals that actually help you dream. Moving forward, the Virgo rising is having the seventh house being in Pisces, and the seventh house is all about relations or relationships. So it's an opposition. So essentially, the Virgo can either add on or oppose the dream of others at this point in time, or relate to others' dreams, or be unrelatable. So you're either relating to others' dreams or you feel uncomfortable relating to the dream at this point in time. And with this being said, if you need to shed individuals at this point in time, and that's how you would get yourself to that higher octave and seeing how could I, you know what I'm saying, relate with oneself to then in turn relate with others that could actually help me dream and help myself help it, like help me help you type energy. Feel me? That's what the Virgo is going on at this point in time. So it might actually be beneficial to be more in a space of opposition, being that Virgo around individuals that actually are unrelatable to your dream, so to speak. And get into the homie, you know what I'm saying, ant life, you wanted me to speak on the Leo energy. And Leo having the eighth house being in Pisces, which is all about behind the scenes dream and what you got going on to rebirth oneself to then in turn have this internal passion actually be achieved. So the Leo also is in conjunction, which is a misunderstanding or a 150-degree angle at this point in time. So the Leo may misunderstand based on them wanting to be fixed or consistent upon their personal vision. They may not actually see what they need to adapt to behind the scenes to actually have the dream be accomplished and things like that. That's essentially what the Leo got going on. So it's either you need to shed what you got going on behind the scenes, or shed this internal passion that actually isn't benefiting you, and isn't actually having this dream be accomplished, and isn't having your internal passion. I'm saying you don't feel comfortable with this internal passion that you got going on. And moving forward, essentially, like I'm getting at with the Leo, it's like you're on the stage at this point in time, but like, what do you actually need to shed about the stage? I'm saying behind the scenes, like think about it. Like, is your stage manager actually benefiting you and things like that? Are they in a space that you could actually utilize them, so to speak? And like, are you able to actually rebirth oneself whenever you go back and say take a break? Like, oh, we're taking like a 5 minute break at the show and things like that. Like, say you're at a concert and you're the main event, and like the people before you didn't actually have a very good like show and things like that. Then you needed to actually have a in between space. Like, this is that Pisces energy. Like, that Pisces energy is like, oh, we're all in a dreamlike state. When are things gonna, you know what I'm saying, pick back up? And when is another entertainer gonna enter the show? Or when is the main performer gonna enter the stage? You want to be in a space with, okay, you're communicating with people behind the scenes, how they could actually benefit the show, so to speak. Moving forward, the Cancer rising is having the ninth house being in Pisces, and the ninth house is the trine to the Cancer, right? And the ninth house in general is a trine to the first house, to be clear, which is a 120-degree angle. So essentially, you're seeing the opportunity, pardon me, you're having a gift to have the morality of your dream actually be accomplished, so to speak. And you're at this point in time experiencing these aspects of the dream that could be beneficial and things like that. So if you're on that lower octave, though, being that Cancer, and you actually feel uncomfortable with your morality, and you can't actually dream based on the morality that you got going on or the experiences that you're going through, then you may need to shed this actual experience that you're dealing with. So with this being said, the Cancer is creating an opportunity or having a gift to see, do I actually feel comfortable? Can I be in a space that is actually beneficial to my dream, so to speak? Or do I actually want to continue to experience these aspects of this dream that I got going on? Or maybe you even need to shed certain aspects of the dream, I'm saying, to be in a more beneficial experience and more comfortable experience for oneself. Moving forward, the Gemini rising is having the 10th house being in Pisces. And the 10th house is all about um, 10th house is all about your status, your career, and your blueprint. So with this being said, it's also a square to the Gemini. The Gemini and the Pisces is a square, 90-degree angle. The 90-degree angle creates pressure. So essentially, the Gemini needs to learn to be more emotional about their dream and be in a space that they could actually value the status of their dream at this point in time and see this actual this career. See, like, is this dream something that you actually want to be in a career about and things like that. So with this being said, moving forward, if you're actually in a space that you don't see the career being beneficial to oneself, you can't see yourself dreaming about the career, like say you're dreaming about the aspects of becoming like a landscaper, so to speak, and you just start out as mowing the grass for somebody and things like that, and that's your dream right now. That's your first job, so to speak, your first career, your first status. And at this point in time, you want to see, okay, what are aspects that I need to shed about oneself to then become maybe the manager of a job or the boss of the job, so to speak. And what are the aspects about myself that are actually non beneficial? Like, how do I communicate with the actual boss of this current job or the boss of all the jobs at that current day or the actual CEO of the company? How do I need to act more like in a space that I could be the actual owner of my own company, so to speak, and start mowing my own lawns? Okay, with that being said, maybe being that Gemini rising, you need to see how maybe I need to shed this aspect of my current status that I'm spending my money on the wrong things. Maybe you need to spend more of your money and stand on business about getting your own lawnmower. And with this being said, maybe getting your own trailer and your own truck and things like that. So, like, these are certain aspects you can work on during these next 2 weeks whenever we're experiencing this waning process and be in a space that you could actually benefit your status, so to speak. And maybe the job that you're actually currently at in that landscaping company, maybe they could also have other aspects be actually taken care of. Like, maybe you could also mow the lawn, but say, hey, I want to get more of my like, if you have, what you call this, a power washer, yeah. So like maybe your landscaping company also power washes driveways, so to speak. Then you need to be in a state of being to, like, you know what? Maybe I could get my name out here by power washing the driveways real well, and say, hey, if you want me to be referred, you could talk to the customer and say, hey, saying, is there anybody else that that actually needs to get their driveway power washed because I did a pretty good job here, right? And things like that, and then you could actually become more of the boss of the job, so to speak. And moving forward, the Taurus rising is having the 11th house being in Pisces. I almost said in Gemini. But yeah, the 11th house being in Pisces for the Taurus is a sextile, or seeing the opportunity. So essentially, the Taurus is seeing the opportunity to associate with the dream, or do the associates around you actually benefit you to a point where you can actually all dream about the same thing and make that the group energy, so to speak. And pretty much if you're on the lower octave, you need to shed the certain group or the certain association that actually isn't benefiting your public persona and like things like that. So like, um, are you getting your name out there to a point where this group that you're a part of, they actually benefit your status and things like that, to the point where you can begin to dream bigger and things of that nature. And I'm saying if you're in a non-beneficial group, then you need to find a more beneficial group to be a part of and see, okay, are they actually in a space where I can dream bigger, and we also all dream big as a group to a point where we can actually achieve things like teamwork, make the dream work energy, so to speak. And last but not least, the Aries rising is having the 12th house being in Pisces. The 12th house is all about dreams, illusions, and nightmares. So essentially, you want to be able to dream big at this point in time. If your dreams are big enough, then you need to shed the current dream that you're dealing with into a point where, like, say you were dreaming about like a kind of like the landscape energy. Say you were dreaming about being in a space that you could actually become the biggest landscaper in all of Ohio or all of the United States, so to speak. Well, you need to start in a space that you're around the CEO or things like that, or around individuals that actually see themselves also be doing things bigger than landscaping, so to speak. Now they actually own some garbage cans and things like that. You could actually take those to a space and they could rent them out, so to speak, and like expand in the business. So like you want to dream bigger than the current circumstances you're in, pretty much is what I'm getting at being that Aries rising. And yeah, much love and salute to Le'Veon Wright, you know what I'm saying? Go ahead, you know what I'm saying? Send me that Cash App, you know what I'm saying? And I'm grateful for that, supporting the movement you need to be in tune with, you feel me? But yeah, moving forward, essentially what I'm getting at with all this Pisces energy, it's like you want to adapt to the current dream or feel comfortable with the current dream that you're in, but you may misunderstand it based on you already being on the stage in this Leo energy. So the sun being a Leo is all about taking action upon your vision and things like that. And with the moon in Pisces, it's all about adapting to your emotions. So keep in mind, this is a 150-degree angle. So it's that misunderstanding between the sun and the moon to a point where you're in a space that you want to adapt to your emotions so much to a point that you're not actually achieving what you have your focus on and you're taking action upon. So like, don't get too complacent at this point in time. Is pretty much what I'm getting at with this energy. And with the in conjunction, you may misunderstand that. Like Pisces may want you to may make you feel comfortable like dreaming and sleeping and things like that. But the Leo energy is like saying, okay, be focused and stay on the current vision and things like that. And this is like that misunderstanding, like I say, 150-degree angle. So with all that being said, keep in mind that we also have the sun going to be conjuncting Mercury and also Venus soon. So essentially, we're going to have our actions be in the same space as our thoughts and also our values. So essentially, if you don't value your thoughts and your, you know what I'm saying, actions at this point in time, they're going to be in a space that you're not actually valuing the current stage that you're on or the current vision that you're, you know what I'm saying, focused on. So essentially you want to focus on the right things to then in turn have yourself in a beneficial state and things like that. And keep in mind that the Leo is also opposite to Pluto. So like it's in a space that anytime you're on the stage or anytime you're shining bright, people may want to throw shade on your light and things like that. Kind of like earlier in my live, and that for a point in time, I had the trolls in here, you know what I'm saying, talking crazy. You know what I'm saying? I had to let them know what it really is. You know what I'm saying? The Leo could get real dark if you want them to get dark. Leo can shine real bright if they want to get bright. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to shine bright regardless, and no matter what I got going on, being that Leo rising. So you know what I'm saying? This internal passion that I got going on to shine, it may be misunderstood at this point in time because I feel comfortable adapting to the current emotions that we got going on. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes the Leo may be in a space that they don't actually benefit what they're shining about and things like that. So keep in mind that like just because you have the spotlight on you, maybe you don't have, maybe you like that current spotlight isn't beneficial. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna keep it a buck. I'm gonna stand on everything that I said. Everybody that got something crazy to say in the live chat, they wouldn't say none of that in real life. We all know all that, you know what I'm saying? So just keep that in mind at this point in time, whenever somebody trying to throw shade on your light, to a point that if they're not ready to say it face to face and man to man or woman to woman and not say it with their chest, you know what I'm saying? It ain't nothing, you know what I'm saying? But I gotta go ahead and address individuals that think that they big and bad and things like that, because you're not stopping nothing at any point in time. I'm gonna keep on tapping in on every single live stream whenever the moon move, and you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna also get into the other alignments whenever I get the chance to. You know what I'm saying? I also have other things going on in my life But I'm saying this is like my number one thing. This is something that actually make me happy, getting on the live and also being able to help y'all with the certain aspects to be dealing with and things of that nature. So yeah, much love and holla back, and peace and love if you believe in all that. And like I say, my Cash App is in the description. You know what I'm saying? Support the movement you need to be in tune with.